Hello, my wonderful people. So good to have you here. Welcome to Motherhood and Lifestyles with Shola Fumi. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Yeah, click on that subscribe button now, and then to get notifications on our post. Thanks for the feedbacks, the reviews. I appreciate you so much. And today we'll be looking at a very important topic. It's something that's so serious. It's so affects our children so much. Today we'll be looking at preventing and identifying sexual abuse in children. What I want you to know is that in most cases of sexual abuse, in most cases of sexual molestation, the person who sexually abuses a child is an adult or older child known to the victim, underlining known to the victim. What I'm trying to say is that most times the abuser is always someone that the child respects so much, like an authority figure in the child's life. I hope you understand that. So the offender usually uses manipulative ways, or at times might actually be physical force to engage the child. So because they are closer to them, because they are known to the child, the person goes manipulative in the way they try to convince the child to go in her line. So I'll be taking you through what parents should know about child sexual abuse. Like I said, the first thing is most offenders are known to the child. They are known to the child. They could be relative, they could be family friends, they could be teachers, they could be babysitters, and so on. Another thing that I want you to know is that children most susceptible to sexual abuse, they are obedient and respectful children, and that is the reason why they might not want to voice out. I don't know if you understand this. Most times they are always respectful children who do not want to put anybody in trouble. So because of that, they'll prefer to keep mum. They'll prefer to keep quiet about the whole thing. Another thing is that they may also be children from broken homes who are eager for attention and affection. What this means is that if a child is not enjoying as much support as they should enjoy from the parent, and they are getting a kind of affection from someone else, they will tend to misinterpret that as love and go with that. So most times it happens like that. So now we are not disputing the fact that children who are even from good and solid homes also fall victims. I'm only saying that they are likely children from broken homes too. Another thing that I want you to know is that the abused child may display behavioral symptoms, and that's a common way of identifying a child who has been abused or molested. A child who to be so lively, so full of life, suddenly becomes withdrawn, suddenly becomes unhappy. If you check very well, there might be an underlying factor responsible for that. Another thing is that child sexual abuse often involves more than a single incident. It doesn't just happen once and that is the end. Most times the abuser takes advantage of a child's silence and then keeps with the activity for a very long time. Another thing is that sexual abuse could also include any kind of sexual act involving the genitals. It might not be penetration, so you might not even see any sign of disruption in the child's genitals, but also it might be exposure to pornography and all those stuff too. So we are still words. Those children are God's gifts from God to us. So don't let's be too carried away with our daily activities. Don't let us be too carried away with hustle and bustle. Let's make sure that we break the silence, we break this jinx of our children not wanting to talk about anything. In my next video, I'll be explaining how we can minimize or eradicate sexual abuse in the child. Till then, take care of your child, take care of yourself, take care of your home, because everything that God has given to us will be accountable for them one day. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye.